Okay, so this is my background, which I did not paint because I'm not that awesome. But anyways, this is Photoshop. You want to click it to open it. Then you want to go to File and New, which is not showing up for some reason, but get the general idea. Then we need to go to this pretty little box, which will open up, and this highlighted word here you need to delete and make your own title. I'm going to do card number 1. Then you want to go down to your resolution. You want to make sure that your resolution is at least 300 or higher, because if you don't, then it's going to be all pixelated and ugly. You can make your height and your width whatever you want. I choose larger numbers just because it's easier to work with and I can always crop it down. But if you want to use smaller numbers, that's okay. Then you just press OK. And yeah, boom goes the dynamite. There is your background layer. So in the layers panel, you want to double click on this layer called background. You can see the little lock symbol. Press OK, and that will unlock it, which is just good for working with. Now go to your paint bucket tool, click on the black box down at the bottom, and to be able to change your color. I'm going to choose this pretty red color mainly because I want the overall theme to be kind of a dark tone, but also because when you're staring at this white screen for 3 hours at a time, it hurts. It really does. So paint it red, not black. No Rolling Stones, get out of my head. Then you want to go down to the bottom and there shall be a new layer button, which also doesn't show up, which is stinky. Anyways, go to your paintbrush tool, go back down to the little black box, and in this case red now, and you can click the little button above it and that'll change it back to black. So after that, you can adjust your settings for your brushes by control clicking or right clicking your mouse, depending on what kind of system you have. Then you can check how big the brush is by just comparing it and dragging it over the canvas. Make mine a little bigger. Seems about right. And now for the time lapse. This is how we sketch a camel, looks more like a donkey. This is how we sketch a camel, camel. And by the way, it's a 3-headed camel, so it makes it more awesome. Should probably put some music on. Camels. Sorry, I'm pretty much a dork. Okay, so I also noticed that camels, they don't have long ears like donkeys. They have camel ears, which are short and stubby. So I changed their ears up just by erasing and sketching in the same layer. Not too hard. Just refining my sketch here, making sure I have all the lines where I want them to be. Then I want to go and make a new layer. And now it's time to start painting. Just a couple quick notes about your sketches. They don't have to be perfect or, completely anatomically correct. Ooh, big words. But, overall, make them the best you can. Just get the details that you need in there for your work. So now I'm going to go pick out a camel color. Camel colors, like caramel, camel, hair. Anyways, press OK. And then you want to control click, right click, adjust your brushes. You can go up to opacity, lower it to about 40 or 50, then flow to about 80, 70. Now what this will do is as you can see, just it will stunt the amount of paint that's on the canvas. It's really hard to explain unless you play around with it a little bit. But once you get a hang of it, it's not too hard. Also, just so you're not throwing your expensive computer in the dirt and calling it terrible names that would make your mother cry, yes, it takes practice to do this kind of work, so don't get frustrated if you can't do it the first time. Just saying. I also think it's time for another time lapse, so here we go. Filling things in, shading a little bit, more filling things in. Also, I think we're going to do one camel head today, because I don't want to be repetitive and bore you with multiple camel heads, because you really only need one. I think they were kind of made that way with, you know... I don't know, are there any three-headed camels? That would be amazing! Anyways... Details, details, details. Not too hard. Keep saying that, but it may end up being, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, blood. Blood, 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 because guess what, this is a horror film, and these camels need to be demonic and evil, and blood's just a part of that, right? Yeah, pretty much. Evil, demon, zombie camels. Rawr. Okay, so that sketch layer just disappeared for a reason, because I clicked a little eyeball next to the layer, and then makes it disappear. It'd be cool if Little Brothers worked that way. Eyeball tool. Bam, gone. And it's back. Never mind. Just more shading. Purples and reds. Doo-doo-doo. This is how we paint a camel, paint a camel, paint a camel. More detail work on the blood. I think we're about done. Alright, and that is how you paint a demon camel head.